Not bad. And yet, while you were working with the entanglement of grandpas, I raked in the diamond in the rough.
No, you didn't.
I did. You're looking at the man who scored 2K right out of the hands of Nancy O'Brien. Told her there was a virus on her home computer.
The following episode contains scenes that some viewers may find disturbing and may not be suitable for younger audiences, including mentions of suicide. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright, so we're rolling? Whenever you're ready.
Many people wish to impress their boss, to show them that they have worth and are able to bring a lot to the company. But when you've overslept and are running late to a meeting, it tends to make things difficult. Come on. Oh, of all the days to be late, it had to be today.
Wow, the employee of the month being late? Not setting a very good example, are you?
I fell asleep at my desk. The side job went longer than I expected.
Another date I see. How'd you make out?
$12.50.
Hey, the coffee maker's broken.
Has anyone seen my
Boss
lucky
will be
pen?
here in 5 minutes,
News
everyone.
update. Have simple scams turned fatal tonight at 9.
Not bad. And yet, while you were working with the entanglement of grandpas, I raked in the diamond in the rough.
No, you didn't.
I did. You're looking at the man who scored 2K right out of the hands of Nancy O'Brien. Told her there was a virus on her home computer.
So it seems competition is common in this line of work.
Very much so. Each department tries to one-up each other. The worst part is my workstation mate. This man is late to work 70% of the time, and yet his performance record is flawless. How does that happen? More importantly, how is it that he is getting my scores?
What about you, James? Do you plan on being in this position full time?
You know what's funny? I was only supposed to be in this position for 2 weeks. Then I was informed of an opening in the troubleshooting tech department. The guy who used to run it pulled off a scam and got a big wig from the US and some hot water a few years back. Thought I could learn a thing or two from him. What can I say? I love money. Plus I love screwing with my coworkers.
You asshole! Since when have you gotten so bold as to steal other coworkers' client?
Well, since the boss gave me the green light to take the job.
You motherfucker.
You heard the man. Boss will be here in 5 minutes.
Quiet, everyone, quiet! All right, let's get started. You two, you're late, back of the room. Now, as I was saying, according to recent reports, various departments have been iffy. Grandchildren support, 11% reduction in earnings. Disaster charities, 7% reduction. Fishing boats, 15% reduction. And it goes on and on. We need to persuade harder, people. I want everyone to review works involving charity all the way through weight loss grants. Our CEO will be looking into our branch next week, and I'd like to show them we have some progress. or else it's going to be the underside of my boot to your asses.
Well, that was pleasant. And yet also quick. He usually doesn't get to the point for at least another 20 minutes. He also seemed on edge. Wonder what that was about.
He did say the CEO is stopping by soon. Only one reason for that.
Let me guess. Layoffs?
Layoff. But I sure as hell won't be one of them.
Says the guy currently taking a break after only 30 minutes of work.
Look, I didn't get a chance to have my coffee, but you aren't wrong about the boss. He does seem more tense than usual.
Speaking of the boss, here he comes.
Shit.
What are you all doing? You think it's break time? All of you are slipping. My grandmother can scam circles around you schmucks. Get back to work.
Just finishing up, boss. Hoping to snag another business account.
Finally, look who decides to show up to work. You're usually here much sooner than this other guy over here.
Sir, I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
Clearly, because I don't see $600 worth of gift cards on my desk, which I ordered last week.
So I've been told.
What did you say?
Nothing, sir. I will strive to do better.
You know, the CEO is thinking of downsizing operations for the next quarter. So they're expecting a list of underperforming assets. I would hate to put my best department on that list.
Yes, sir. I understand completely.
I thought you might. Now get back to work, both of you. What's my favorite department? Well, an often overlooked but still important department in our organization are the mules. They try to get other people to accept fake jobs that essentially get these normal hires to move the money we've already scammed. I mean, why do dangerous work when you can get some other clueless schmuck to take the fall when they get caught? Yeah, those guys can do no wrong. Perfect performance every month.
Wow. Which department do we hate the most?
It's got to be a toss-up between the grandchildren support or the disaster charities, right?
I think if I had to choose, it would be the grandchildren support. They call it grandparents while sounding like a relative asking for help. If they succeed, then the grandparents will transfer them money or even gift cards, so it'll be harder to trace. I sort of have a grudge on them. They targeted my own grandmother once. Don't really care about other idiots' grandparents, but mine are off limits.
I guess my most hated would be the disaster charities. Since they've got the easiest job yet, still act like they work hard. They ask people for donations out of the goodness of their heart. If the person they're contacting doesn't do their due diligence to look if the charity is even real or not, then that usually nets us a few $100.
Mules department are great though, right?
Oh yeah, they're awesome. No complaints.
But of course, we're the best department here.
That we are.
Yeah, we send phishing emails to random employees of different businesses, and they're too stupid not to click on them. Once we've been able to get into their system, we can either ransom information we get or sell it to some other companies that would want them. I once even sent 5 different emails to the same employee, and he clicked on each of them. It's crazy that they never learn. No problem, sir. Your bank information is in safe hands. So that could have been worse.
Something not going your way? What a surprise.
Hey, you should be happy. You got 3 successful calls today. That's a win in my book.
And yet somehow I'm being outperformed by a parasite who's leeching off my success.
Wow, so deep. Wait, I got another call coming in. Shit.
What?
Remember that girl from Salt Lake? From the real estate agent site?
Vaguely. What about her?
Apparently she killed herself. Seems like they're linking it to a scam.
Wow, there goes another one. Dibs on the gift card codes.
Do you feel anything for the ones that hurt themselves? What about when one of them commits suicide?
At least it wasn't my mom.
Anyone a fan of The Office? Well, besides the silly antics of this episode, it does have an underlying commentary about the apathy of scammers. They genuinely do not care about your safety or financial well-being and will use any tactic to grab a hold of your emotional or intellectual vulnerability and use it to their advantage. We also want to provide the suicide hotline because, while dark humor, We understand the severity of suicide and how the internet can have a huge role in that. In the description below are a few resources regarding suicide and the suicide hotline. Be safe, everyone.